Hello there. Now we are going to see how to solve some word problem questions. What you see here on the screen. There are two questions. Especially these questions are helpful for grade 8 students, but even other students you can use it. The first one, one number is 3 times the other, and 4 times the smaller added 5 times the greater. The result is 133. Find the numbers, it says. And the second question, the sum of two numbers is 98, and when the larger number is divided by the smaller, the quotient and the remainder are each 2. Then find the numbers. So both of the questions are talking about two numbers, so try to follow me. You may get some ideas how to solve word problems, how to move step by step the process, the algorithm. It may help you. You may get some ideas from my explanation. Okay, let us start. The first one, one number is 3 times the other. Obviously the numbers mostly we are taking as a and b, or x and y, as we like. For the first question, let the numbers be x and y. We can take x and y, and one number is 3 times the other, means we can take x is equal to 3 times y, or you can choose y is equal to 3x, doesn't matter, but the next step matters. Once I choose x is equal to 3y, okay, after that I have to read the question attentively, and I have to decide what to do. And the question again, it continues. What does it say? 4 times the smaller, okay, added 5 times the larger. At this point we have to decide which number is larger and which number is smaller. We already say here x is 3 times y. The word itself, x is equal to 3 times y, okay, x is triple of y, okay, 3 times y means x is larger, obviously. So we can say here x is greater than y, x is larger than y. But what does the statement says? Okay, here 4 times the smaller is y, so 4y added means plus 5 times the larger, that means 5x. The result is 133. So the sum of these two is equal to 133. Okay, let us set this equation down. It says 4y plus 5x. 5x is equal to 133. But in place of x here, you can substitute 3y, because x is equal to 3y. Let us do it. So it will be 4y plus 5 times 3y is equal to 133. Means 4y plus multiplied 15y is equal to 133. Then when you add the two, okay, 4y plus 15y is equal to 133. And when you add the two, it will be 19y is equal to 133. Then when you divide both sides by 19, we can get the value of y, 7. That is the first number. The other number, already x, we said x is equal to 3y, which is 3 times 7, 21. This is a larger one. Therefore the two numbers, x is equal to 21 and the other number y is equal to 7. So this number 21 is 3 times 7. Correct, it works. So this is answer the first question. So where are the key points? The key points, every one of you have to focus. The first key point, one number is 3 times the other. When it say, we choose already x is equal to 3y. After that everything is very important. We choose x equal to 3y, then at this point we can say x is greater than y. And then the next one, 4 times the smaller means 4y added 5 times the smaller, the larger means 5x. The result is 100. This equation decide everything, but substitution applied here. Done. The second one, let us read the second question. The sum of two numbers 98. When the larger number, okay, it's talking about larger and smaller. The sum of two numbers 98. Okay, first of all, let us take the two numbers. For question number 2, let the numbers be a and b. A and b we talked already. Then the sum of the two numbers a plus b is equal to 98. We don't have any hint here. A is larger or b is larger. We don't know anything. What you know is the question says the sum of two numbers. So we said a plus b is equal to 98. And then what does the question says again? It continues. Let's read. It says when the larger number divided by the smaller, the quotient and the remainder are each 2. Quotient and remainder. Okay, we need to interpret this one clearly. First of all, at this time we have to choose which one is larger. We can say let a greater than b. That means a is larger. Or I can say b greater than a. But the question says when the larger is divided by the smaller. That means when a is divided by b, the quotient is 2, also the remainder is 2. It says, the question says this. By the way, let me give you one example. If you divide 13 by, let's say, by 3, 13 divided by 3, obviously it will be 4 times, because 4 times 3 will be 12. And then at this time, the remainder become 1. This number, the number 13, we call it divisor. Dividend. The number 13 is dividend. And the number 3 is said to be divisor, small letter d. And the upper number, what you see here, we call it quotient. And the down number here, we call it remainder. So generally, the dividend is equal to, the dividend or the dividend is equal to the divisor times the quotient plus the remainder. You can check this, by the way. How to check? The dividend is 13. 13 is equal to, the divisor is 3 multiplied by 4 plus 1. Does it come? Check. 3 times 4, 12. 12 plus 1 is equal to 13. Yes, it works. So for our equation here, for our explanation here, what do we say already? A is greater than b. And the question says when the larger is divided by the smaller, our larger number is a here. When you divide by the smaller b, that is a divisor, the quotient and the remainder the same, 2, each 2 it says. Okay, so that b times a plus 2 will give you the a. Okay, b multiplied by 2, because we said here in the explanation the divisor times the quotient. The divisor here is b, the quotient is 2, so b times 2 plus 2 is equal to the dividend. The dividend is the a here. In this question, the dividend is a. Okay, so let's write that one. A is equal to 2b plus 2. That means everything what we did till now is just for substitution. In place of a, we can write 2b plus 2. Let us do it. We said already at the beginning, a plus b is equal to 98. The sum of two numbers is 98. So in place of a, let us substitute what we have here. So in place of a, write 2b plus 2, then plus b is equal to 98. Then add the like terms. 2b and b can be added, which will be 3b plus 2 is equal to 98. Then you can subtract both sides 2, because plus 2, the additive inverse of 2 is minus 2, so both sides minus 2. So what left here, this cancel each other and 3b left. 3b is equal to 98 minus 2 will be 96. Then divide both sides by 3. So the b will be, when you divide 96 by 3, which will be 32. We have got one of the number, the b. What about the a? The a, already we said it, a is equal to 2b plus 2. So A is equal to 2 times 32 plus 2. So A is equal to, when you multiply this one, it's going to be 64 plus 2. So A is equal to 66. This is A. And the B is already, we got 32. We can check, by the way. If you need to check, just A plus B, it says 98, because the sum of two numbers is 98. Okay, what is the A? 66. So insert 66 in place of A, and in place of B 32, because B value is 32, is equal to 98. Does it give you? Yes, 98 is equal to 98. That's correct. So this is the step-by-step interpretation process algorithm. I hope you have got some idea from my steps. These are highlights. We can continue and we can solve more questions using this process. Thank you for listening.